you hear me?
I can hear you. What's up, family? How y'all doing? What's up, family? Listen, I hope everybody is excited for this call. We've got almost 2,000 people on the call here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to go ahead and text your team, drop it in all the chats, let them know to be on this call. You know, I called my mentor and I said, listen, he did a call about two and a half years ago that transformed my entire business. In fact, I would almost say it transformed my entire life, because what I was looking for, ladies and gentlemen, was I was looking for an environment where if you gave me a play, right? If you gave me some instructions that I could just do, listen, y'all, I'm a worker. You know what I'm saying? Like I work. Like I don't have a problem with the work. I know some people, they have a problem with the consistency, and I don't have a problem with the work. I just needed some plays that actually work. I said, listen, if you give me something that works, I will work it, right? Because my mindset when I got into business, I want y'all to write this down. This has to work or it has to work. I'm going to say that again, because some people don't understand that mindset. See, some of y'all come into the mindset like, oh, you know what? I'm going to try this. You know, it'll be nice. No. My mindset was this has to work or this has to work. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And you got to get in the mindset. There is no retreat. There is no option of failure. Why? Because in this particular industry, in this particular business, the results are all on you. Like if you sit down and go through what Gilberto said, the trades they've been calling out, but you're lost every time they call a trade because you know, man, last week I didn't jump in the academy. I still don't know what he's talking about. I'm still lost. And so your mindset is on, well, you know what, let me just see if this works. No, you've got to develop the mindset that this has to work or this has to work. That's been it for me. And so when people look at the people that are achieving at a high level, you're like, man, how do they do it? Because they have a mindset. Like some of us, we treat this business like a hobby. And I want y'all to write this down. If you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like one. And do you know how much hobbies pay? Not much. Not much at all. And so when I saw this training, ladies and gentlemen, changed my whole business. We're going to get into it in just a second. But this right here, 2019, right? We got this one right here, 2021. And I'm so on this thing right now. Y'all know what I already bought? Y'all know what I already bought? Somebody take a guess. Y'all can't even see. It's the black edition. It's the black edition. Can you get the light shine on it right? 2021. See, we're not playing with the mindset. We're not playing with the activity. And I think some people, they come into this business playing. We come into this business just thinking about today. We're thinking about next week. But we're not thinking through our business. And that's what the calendar and what we're about to set the stage for. I mean, listen, y'all better make sure you're on this call. Like if you're watching football, if you're watching the playoffs, I just want y'all to understand something. They're at their meeting. I want y'all to get that. See, they're not at the meeting paying attention to something else. They're not at the game watching football. They're not at the football game watching the playoffs. No, they're locked in at their meeting. And the reason some people don't get the results that you want, you can't even pay attention on a Zoom call that can help you change your life. You know why? Because you don't believe it can change your life. See, I got into this business with this, it has to work or it has to work. So every nugget, every call, every mentorship call, listen, I'm in everything because I knew I had proof that it could change my life. And so if you can't not be distracted on a conference call, if you cannot not be distracted on a Zoom call, what makes you think you're not going to be distracted on your run to 6 figures? What makes you think you're going to have the ability to focus to get to 7 figures? What makes you think you're going to be able to retire your goal, your family, and reach the goals if you can't even pay attention for 60 minutes? If you can't pay attention for what if it lasts 2 hours? What if it lasts 3 hours? See, the problem is how long is this going to take? Not as long as your job is going to take to retire you. It ain't going to take as long as the path that everybody else been taking. It's going to take some time, but not as much as the path that most of us have been on. All right, so Jay, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Y'all know we have a locker room for the Platinum 1000s and above. These are elite group of entrepreneurs that, they made the decision that, they're going to go cheerlead. And so, they've been invited to that group. And I wanted to share something for about, maybe 10 minutes or so on our last locker room call that I think was very beneficial to a lot of people. And I want you to write this down, right? As an organization, we don't maintain, we multiply. I want you to write that down. We don't maintain, we multiply. Somebody type it in the chat. As a group, we don't maintain, we what? Somebody type it in the chat. I got to see it in the chat. I got to make sure y'all paying attention. We multiply. And I want y'all to ask yourself this question. What's stopping you from growing? See, I really believe that in business and in life, there's really two mindsets that you can have. You can have a growth mindset, or you can have a maintenance mindset. And I really want to touch on this for the masses, because this not just happens in trading. It just doesn't happen in business. It happens with your health. It happens with your relationships. It happens with your spirituality. You got to say, look, am I on the growth mindset, or am I on the maintenance mindset? And I thought about, man, like, the type of people that have become a genius level at what they do. You think about people like, Walt Disney, like you think about like all the shows and the movies that came out of one man's mind, right? The power of one person's mind, what could be created. And, I always, my daughter, some of you guys see her, I have her on social media. Sometimes she'll be on the calls, and she's around me a lot. And we talk about, this growth mindset. And I always encourage her. I'm like, hey, baby girl, you're smart. You're doing some incredible things. Hey, you're beautiful. Like, and I want to encourage her. I want to build her up. But I want y'all to write this down, because I was reading this, and here's what it said. It said one of the worst things, and we're going to talk about children, but I want y'all to apply it to your business, because I'm talking to leaders on this call, okay? Because the people that's on this call, your goal is to go to 6 figures and beyond, right? If your goal is to go to 6 figures and beyond, I want you to drop 6 figures or 7 figures in the chat. Where you trying to go? Matter of fact, where you going? I see some 7s. I see some 7s. I see some 6. Maybe some of y'all 5 figures. If you're going for 5 figures, just keep it honest. If you're going for 5, just type some 5s. If you're going for 6, drop some 6. If you're going for some 4s, drop some 4s. I need to see what it goes at, right? I need to see. Now, check this out. Here's what it said. It said, one of the worst things that you can do to a child is to overpraise their natural abilities. What you want to praise most of everything is their effort. And I'm going to dive into this. Here's what it said, y'all. This is so profound to me. Listen. It said, here's why. Because if you only praise natural abilities, why it's good. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, beauty is a natural thing. There's certain things, the ability to speak, there's certain things, natural things that we have. Maybe it's poetry, maybe it's music. All of us have these natural abilities. But what happens is, why it's not a bad thing, if you only praise natural ability, it'll enforce the mindset in the child that their ability is fixed. And check this, here's the key. They'll learn to view effort as an enemy. See, if you only praise their natural abilities, they'll start viewing effort as an enemy. Because they think, oh, I'm so talented, oh, I'm so pretty, oh, I'm so smart, oh, I'm so naturally gifted that now I got to try. Well, why do I have to try? It's supposed to just come. It's just supposed to happen. It's just supposed to be easy, because everybody's been telling me it's been so easy. And everybody, no, listen. And if you don't get this, ladies and gentlemen, in your life, you'll start to retreat from effort. See, some of us, it's not even that you can't do this business. For some of us, it's not even that you can't trade. For some of us, it's not even that you can't open the academy and watch it. For some of us, it's because we got to put in some effort, and we're running from effort. You know why? Because you were praised early. Because you've always been praised for the things you're naturally good at. So when we talk about a calendar, when we talk about a list, and your first 5 people don't say yes, your first few trades don't go into the millions of dollars, now you've got to put in some effort. And you retreat. And I got to say this to you, because if you don't learn to catch this, you'll be retreating from effort your entire life. And what I learned to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I learned to face effort. So here's the idea. The idea is to praise effort, not just natural ability. That's why when people get started in the business, you're praising their natural ability. Oh, they're smart. Oh, they got a great network. Oh, they should be able to win, because you're praising what you want to see instead of their effort. See, what I praise is the people that's showing the plan. I praise the people that's in the academy. I praise the people that's taking the initiative. I praise the people that's going to get their 12 to 15 personal customers. I praise the people that's stepping out of their comfort zone. I praise the effort. You're praising the ability. And there's nothing wrong with recognizing ability. But you got to make sure that you're not putting so much on ability that you're missing out on effort. This was a mistake that I had in my business. I'm just looking for effort. At this point, I'm looking for effort. I don't care what you say. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care what you did before. I don't care what you did after. I don't care how much money you made. I don't care what you experienced. I don't care about anything other than, are you trying? See, this right here, what we about to go over, this is effort. Trading, what Gilberto just showed you, was years of effort. But you don't want effort. You want natural ability. So what you think in your head is, I'm going to master trading because I'm good at everything. I know they say people lose money. I'm not going to lose money. I know they say, people blow accounts. That's not going to be me. I know they say people have to make a few phone calls. I'm not going to get denied. I know they say, if I'm going to go to P1000. See, you're so used to, I was naturally good at basketball. That's what I do. I was naturally good at sales. That's what I do. I got a little tone. I can sing. That's just what I do. That you missed out on effort. So, Justin, what's the difference between a growth mindset and a maintenance mindset? And this is a series that we're going over in the locker room. So if you're not in the locker room, I would say go P1000 as soon as possible, because this is a series that we started. I'm not going to be able to get into it tonight. I got about a few more minutes. I got about 5 more minutes. I'm going to touch on a couple of things, but y'all got to make sure y'all get this, because this is the next level of leadership stuff you got to understand. Growth mindset and maintenance mindset. Let me give y'all a couple of signs of if you're on the growth mindset and the maintenance mindset. Okay. When it comes to desire, my mentor has a formula to success. Anybody knows what it is? It says desire plus skill times faith equals success. See, when it comes to desire, if you're on a growth mindset, you're always stretching yourself. You take risks, you learn, and when a challenge comes up, you say, I can handle it. But if you get this maintenance mindset, you want to look smart in every situation. You don't want to fail. You don't want to ask questions on Zoom because you want to look smart. You don't want to ask questions in front of everybody because you want to look like you got it together. So you wait till the call's over to call somebody that you could have just asked them on the call, but you got to look smart. You don't want to look like you messing up. For the traders, I need personal attention. I'm not the type of person that can just watch a video and just get it. I need somebody to sit down with me. I'm hands-on. Okay. When it comes to coaching and mentoring, they say stuff like, oh, I didn't want to bother you. I thought I had it. They wait to call you until stuff is out of control because they're always trying to maintain. So your motto becomes, you ready? Never fail. See, when you have a growth mindset, you don't look at your back office and see, did I maintain my rank? You're trying to grow your rank. See, some of you know how you got a growth mindset? All you do is look in the back office and say, did I maintain my rank? All right, we're good. We made it. Another week. I made it another week. Yes. But you're not focusing on growing. You're focusing on maintaining. So when we talk about his calendar, you're not gonna focus on the calendar until, see, maintenance can be good because it will force you to go to work when you get uncomfortable. But as soon as you get back to platinum 600, as soon as you get back to platinum 1000, the platinum 2000, after your flyer, some of y'all just run for maintenance of the flyer to drop, and after the flyer drops, boop. When you have a growth mindset, you evaluate stuff and say, will this help me grow? Will it help me overcome some of my challenges? When you have a maintenance mindset, you're paralyzed. What if I fail? What if the trade goes negative? Let me tell you a secret. Every trade starts off negative. I just want to put that out. Whether it's a few cents, whether it's a few dollars, every trade starts off negative. Let me just help you out with that. Will I look smart or will I look dumb? See, some of us are saying, I don't want to talk to my friends yet because I want to know what I'm doing. No, what you're saying is I'm trying to maintain. I don't want to look like I don't know what I'm talking about. See, when I got started in the business, I told my friends, listen, we're learning this thing together. There was no pressure on me. I'm not an expert. I'm not trying to be no expert. This ain't what I do. At the time, 3 years, I just know what I did. I learned it. Y'all, let's learn together. In terms of challenges, the growth mindset, they say, I'm embracing this challenge. This challenge is making me grow. I got to learn how to communicate with people better. I got to learn how to talk through things with people. I'm finding out things about myself. I'm finding out things about myself when it comes to trading. Am I greedy? Do I have lack of patience? The maintenance mindset, the fixed mindset, they avoid it at all costs. You'll set up a call with them, they'll disappear. You set up a mentorship thing, they'll go away. Check this out. Growth mindset, they know that effort is the pathway to mastery. The maintenance, fixed mindset, they think awareness is mastery. Uh-oh. You thought because you heard it on the call, you know it. Oh, I know what it takes to go platinum 1000. All you got to do is just go get 12 or 15 and that's it, right? No. You know, like you got to do some other things too. There's some other things that go with that. We're going to talk about it today on this call. But your mindset stops you because you feel like, because I heard it. Oh, that's support and resistance. Yeah, I know about the pipettes and the pips. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know about the pips and the pipettes and, all those things. What I just need to get down to is I need to get past all the fluff and I just need you to tell me what works. Because you think that just because you heard it, you know. If you know, it shows up in your life. So what I want you to ask yourself, as my mentor goes over this calendar, this thing that changed my entire life, in this very moment, am I locked in to have a growth mindset on this call? And I'm telling y'all, stay to the end of this call. Take notes on this call. Let this call be a masterclass. If you understand the calendar training, take notes so you can learn to teach it. If you've never seen it, take notes because it changed my life. When I got this, I said, this is it. They missing it. This is the whole play right here. This is the play. People are like, what is the play? This is the play. For six-figure stuff, this is the play you're about to learn. But are you going to be catching it or are you going to be paying attention to something else? The moment you look away for a commercial, the moment you look away at Instagram notification, the moment you start swiping and scrolling, you never know what 5 minutes of distraction can set you off years of your future because you missed it. So, some of y'all was on a call 2 years ago and you weren't paying attention then, so it's going to click tonight. But some of y'all going to get it tonight and it's going to change your entire life. When this man speaks, I listen. I take notes. I'm still growing. Listen, he's still in the trenches. He's still running. He's still got a heart for people. The same heart, if not even bigger than when we sat down and he showed me this business 3 years ago. So I want you guys to join me and welcome on the call my mentor and incredible friend and brother, Mr. David Imonitie. Sir, are you on the line tonight?
Absolutely, I'm on. Can you see me okay?
I can see you good, man. Is that Fendi?
Yeah, it is Fendi. Yeah, this came in a cereal box. I just opened up a cereal box, Honey Bunches of Oats, and it was in there. So I think I won some type of raffle or something like that. How you doing, man?
I'm blessed, bro. Blessed, man.
So I can't see you, so because I've got the camera turned around so people can really follow on the calendar. So I've got the camera turned around here. But how many people are on the call right now?
There's 2,100 on the call.
2,100. Okay. Awesome. Well, welcome everybody to the call.
22.
And Justin, that was an incredible start to this leadership call, this training call, talking about having a growth mindset versus maintaining your business. And I think there's a saying that goes that if you're not growing, you're dying, right? And it's important for you to understand that, right? It's important for you to understand. If you're not growing, then you're down. And growth always is not so much about just the results that you're getting, okay? Growth, results do matter. Don't ever mistake that. But really, growth really comes with the mindset that you have. Are you growing in your mindset? Are you growing in your consistency? Probably want to write this down, okay? Are you growing in your activity? Are you growing in your skill? All right, are you getting better over time? All right, a lot of times people, they think time is not their friend, okay? But time is your friend. Time gives you the time, right? It gives you the space, right, to grow. It gives you the space to get better. It gives you the space to learn, okay? So that when you look up a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you can look back and say, wow, look at the person I was 7 years ago. Look at the person that I was 15 years ago. And a lot of times you'll find out that you're probably still doing the same things that you were doing 10 years ago, because if they worked 10 years ago, more than likely they still work today. You may do it in a different way, and that different way could be you're doing it even in a better way, okay? And I'm excited about this call because this call allows me to go back down memory lane, right? It allows me to go back and see the things that we were doing, okay? Things that we were doing 7 years ago, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, that has created what it is that you see today, all right? And what's interesting is that we still do what we did. We still do it. We just do it in a very different way today when it comes to technology. Technology has made things very much simple, all right, for you to really exercise everything I want to share with you right now. But here's the first thing I want to share with you tonight. I want you to know, and I want you to write this down, it's all going to work out, okay? I promise you, if you're in the trenches right now, if you're working, if you're building, if your heart is really in it, I want to assure you, and I want to give you a guarantee that it's all going to work out. If you're working on your mentality, you're working on your belief system, and you're in personal self-development every single day, and you're working your business, you're meeting new people every single day, you're presenting this opportunity every single day, all right, you're working on your leadership skills every single day, you're studying leaders, you're studying leadership, I promise you, it's all going to work out. That's a guarantee. It has no choice but to not work out for you. It's everything is set up for you. You just have to be able to give it the time, all right? Give it the space that it needs, all right? Because I'm going to show you some things tonight that are going to blow you away. And they're going to blow you away because it blows me away every time I see it. But Justin brought up the formula that I created back in 2009. And when I created this formula, I was sitting in a training with about 50 other people. And I wrote it down: desire plus skill times faith equals success. And I really didn't know what it really meant back then. I just knew that desire was the starting point of all achievement. I knew that, yes, you could have the desire, but you still have to have the skill set. You still had to be great at your craft. And I knew that was going to take time. I knew that was going to take repetition. But I also knew that anything great can't happen without faith. Anything great can't happen without God. Right? And although faith is at the end of, and write this down, even though faith is at the end of this formula, faith is really at the beginning of the formula. All right? Faith is really at the beginning because it takes time to develop faith. All right? Faith, you don't get faith immediately. It takes time. You have to go through the process of desire plus skill times faith, right? Time times faith equals the success that you're looking for. And then I learned that success was a moving target, because at one point in my life, if I was making $1,000 to $2,000 a month, that was success. If I was making $5,000 a month, that was success. If I was making $10,000, that was success. If I was making 20, 30, 50, that was success. So I learned that this formula could help you get to $1,000 a month, but it can also help you get to $1,000 a week. It can help you get to $1,000 a day. It can help you get to $1,000 an hour. It can help you get to $1,000 a minute. It can help you get to $1,000 a second. It could. And it's all a moving target. And that moving target, if you're going to really gauge it, it's going to be about growth. It's going to be about you having that growth mindset. So I'm excited about tonight's call, and I've got all this information in my head, but I'm gonna get it out to you, and you're really gonna understand it and be able to take it and really go out there and really succeed. I'm gonna start with the formula, all right? And you have a desire, okay? That's why you're on this call, okay? That's why you got involved in this business. That's why you're putting in the time, and that's why you're going through your process right now, because you have a desire, all right? Write this down again. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. Everything you're going to achieve in your life will start with your level of desire. Desire has levels. There are levels, okay? And you can have a small amount of desire, or you can have a tremendous amount of desire. All right? Now let me explain. Desire, all right? A desire, ladies and gentlemen, is a strong feeling. It's a strong feeling to have something. Write that down. A desire is a strong feeling to have something. So how strong is the feeling that you have? In order to create a feeling, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand the power of your five senses. Desire is created through your five senses. Desire is created through your five senses. God gave you your senses. God gave you your five senses in order for you to dominate on this earth. But a lot of us have taken our five senses and we've given it to what the world says that we can have. Because we're taking our five senses and we're seeing what the world is giving us. We're speaking what the world is giving us, and we're hearing what the world is giving us, and we're touching what the world, and we're tasting what the world is giving us, versus us deciding what it is that we want. And in having our five senses, go ahead and create that, because our five senses allow us to really operate in the world that we live in today. And I've learned, and you're learning right now, to take your five senses and utilize it to create the world that you actually want to live in. So it has to, you're going to create a desire based on what you're hearing, okay? So understand, speaking is not one of your senses. Speaking, listen to this, speaking is the power, okay? It's the power that has been given to you in order to dominate on this earth, okay? See, your speaking is the spirit man of who you are. Write that down. The spirit of who I am is based on the words that are coming out of my mouth, okay? The spirit of who I am is based on the words. And Justin, I hope you're recording this call. The spirit of who you are is based on the words that are coming out of your mouth. So speaking is not one of your five senses, but it activates, okay? It sets in motion, all right, your five senses. Let me explain. So when you're speaking, you're automatically hearing. Hearing is one of your five senses, okay? And whatever it is that you're speaking, you're automatically hearing, and whatever it is that you're hearing over and over and over again is eventually going to get into your heart. I want you to write this down as well. He says, I will give you the desires of your heart. All right, I will give you the desires of your heart. So basically what he's saying is, I will give you what you hear. I will literally give you what you're hearing on an ongoing basis. Okay? What you're saying to yourself, I'm going to give that to you. What you're hearing from other people and other sources, I'm going to give that to you, because I am going to give you the desires of your heart. Interestingly enough, the word heart, you take away the T and you have hear, right? Isn't that correct? Right? You have H-E-A-R, and then you have T, right? And it's heart. And that T is really the time that it takes for it to go from what you're hearing in order for it to get into your heart. So I want you to put a star by this one. Put a star by hearing, because you have to now become a master at hearing your desires. I'm going to go over the calendar. I am. But I can't go over the calendar with you, all right, which is a skill, without first going over the power of really understanding the first part, which is your desire. Now, remember, I said faith is in the beginning of this formula because faith comes by what? Hearing. And what am I hearing? I'm hearing the desire. So my faith and desire is the same thing because what I'm hearing is my desire, and what I'm creating is the faith because I can only get faith through what? Hearing. Y'all catch that? Okay. Now, next thing here, being able to see. All right. Being able to see. Being able to see is another one of your five senses. What am I seeing every single day? If you come to my home, you come to wherever it is that I live, or even when I travel, I set up a parameter. I set up where my eyes are constantly looking, not just consciously, but I wanted to do it automatically. I wanted to do it on a subconscious level where even when I wasn't paying attention to the picture of the jet, even when I wasn't paying attention to the sign that says, I earn $1 million a day, even if I wasn't paying attention to the picture up there that says, I'm a billionaire, subconsciously, I was picking up on that. Subconsciously, my mind, my eyes were seeing it because my eyes, write this down, your eyes are a lamp unto your feet. Your eyes are a lamp unto your feet, and a lamp allows you to see a little bit better. It kind of clears the way for you versus me seeing what it is that the world wants me to see. The world wants me to see the pandemic. The world wants me to see all the negative things that are happening in this world. That's, they have the news, right? And you see that over and over again, and you wonder why your life doesn't take off. You wonder why bad things tend to happen all the time. It's based on what you're hearing. It's based on what you're seeing all the time. I talk about this all the time. Your eyes, you spell eyes, the last three letters spell yes. Everything your eyes see is a yes. All of this is going to play a role when I talk to you about the calendar, okay? All right, what's another one of the five senses? Your ability to taste, okay? Taste is not just so much about food, all right? It is about food, your ability to taste, but it's also about your taste in things. My taste has changed based on what my desires are. Right, so I can't live just anywhere. I can't drive just any car. I can't just eat at any restaurant. I've got a standard, right, based on what my desire was, based on what my desire is. Okay, so understand that. What we got? Touch. All right, that's not. When I created the dollar bill, right, and you're gonna touch your calendar every single day as well. But when I created the dollar bill, right, and I changed it to 100,000, right, I would see it every day. I would pick it up, look at it, stare at it, right? Touch it. I would go to the dealership and touch the car or go to that home and walk around in the home. I was creating the desire. My question for you is, what are you doing every day to get your desire into your heart? Are you touching your desire every single day? Are you tasting? Are you going to the most expensive hotels? Are you going to the most expensive restaurants? Even if you can't order the food right now, are you going there and ordering a cup of hot water and some lemons, or maybe get a dessert and just sit there and get the feel, right? Because remember, a desire is to have a strong feeling. So the whole goal, right, of this desire is to create the feeling. Because once I have the feeling of it, all right, once I have the feeling of it, things start to change for me, all right? So I got hearing, I got seeing, I got taste, I got touch. What's the last one? What's the last? I always forget the last one. It's so important. You got, what is it, Jess?
Feel? Did you say that already?
No, it's not feel. It's not feel. It's
smell,
hear, see, smell. Oh, there you go. I always forget that one. Smell. All right, smell. You say, what does smell have anything to do with it? If you come to my home has a certain smell, right? Poor people's homes smell a little different. Forgive me for saying that, but it's the truth, all right? It's the truth, all right? I've done a lot of home meetings, all right? So I know there's a different standard. Like, you don't have to be rich to keep your home clean. You don't have to be rich to have your home smell a certain way. You don't have to do that. But smell is important. Even when you go to a hotel, if you go to the Ritz-Carlton is going to smell a little different than the is it Motel 6? It's going to smell different than Motel 6. It's going to smell different from a Marriott, right? I'll give you guys a funny story. Some of you have heard me talk about this before, but I got a sample, right? I got a sample of Bond No. 9. This is years ago, right? Couldn't afford it. It was $300 a bottle. I used to wear Intuition, $60 bottle of cologne, right? I smelled it, loved it, got compliments on it. Years go by, I'm able to afford bond. I go buy bond. I'm buying that. Everything's going good. I'm running out. I'm walking into the mall. And I said, you know what? I don't need to buy a $300 bottle of cologne. I could just wear intuition. No problem. I go take the intuition, smell it. My nose says no. Why? Because my nose, my smell had actually experienced something a little bit greater. Does that make sense? Like you go into your car right now, your car has a certain smell, but you go and smell your dream car, and then you get back in your car, you're going to realize, hey, I've got to go make it happen. I had a chairwoman. She messaged me on IG and said, you know, I really don't have the motivation right now to build. And I said, what's your dream car? She said, it's a Range Rover. I said, have you gone to go see it? She said, no. I said, so you've never test drove it? No. Have you ever sat in it? No. And I said, okay, that's what I want you to go do. She went and did it, and she wrote me back and said she's ready to build. Why? Because she had a chance to experience. See, what you want to do is you want to experience your desire prior to. Now watch this. Desire, write this down, desire can also be put as a vision, right? So we got a vision here for 1,000 chairmen. We got a vision here for 1 million customers. That's the desire for the company, right? So write the vision, all right? Make it plain so who sees it will run, okay? So once again, that desire, I'm writing it down, right? I'm able to now what? See it, and it says that my ability to see it will be predicated, right? Will actually determine my ability to run. So my ability to run the play, my ability to do the actions, my ability to do the work is going to be predicated on what it is that I'm seeing. So here's what happened. See, I didn't understand all of this back in the day. All right, and I'll never forget. I got involved in a coffee company back in April of 2009. All right, and Joan, there was a coach and a coach of mine at that particular time. I flew out to, he actually paid for my flight to go to Las Vegas. We had a convention. It was, I think it was like the very first, really couldn't call it a convention. It was at the Golden Nugget. All right, it was at the Golden Nugget. I just got involved in the business. Maybe I'd been involved maybe about 2 weeks. And he had me come out there and he said, David, I want to show you the calendar. And he actually drew this out, okay? So I didn't have a calendar, but I had a journal, and he drew this out for me, okay, in this journal. So this was done May 6th, 2009, okay? All right, May 6th, 2009. So right here in my notes, I say set up my calendar. All right, minimum 5 guests. Write this down. Minimum 5 guests, 5 recruitable prospects at my CJM. Okay, because see, back then we did CJMs, coffee jazz mixers. We did home meetings. We didn't have the luxury of doing Zoom meetings. We had to like go to people's homes, right, and drive to all these different homes to do these meetings. All right. So he said, have 5 recruitable prospects there, and you should be able to sponsor 3 out of the 5. And your goal is to get a certain amount of CV, okay, commissionable volume from that meeting, okay? All right, so he drew it out. And so look here, guys, this is 2009. I was gonna do a meeting for Sean. I was gonna do a meeting for Al Chenier. I was gonna do a meeting at the center. We had a center. I was gonna do a meeting for Andrea. I was gonna do a meeting for Janice Roaches, and I was going to do a meeting for Evelyn. I was going to do a meeting for, who's this person? Do a meeting for Julia and Claudette and Dwayne and doing the brief Ephraim. All right. So I had all these meetings set up. All right. Had all these meetings set up. So this is the first calendar that he actually drew for me. And then what I did when I got back, I went and bought this calendar, okay? I went and bought this calendar. So this calendar is for 2009, and the first month that I wrote in here, all right? Because remember, that was May, right? So that was my May calendar. So this is June. Jess, can you see that? All right, so this is June 2009. So we're talking 11 years ago, wow. All right? Now, at the top of my calendar, what I did was I said this month, 20K a month. So my goal 11 years ago was to make $20,000 a month, which I was shooting really big because I never made that type of money ever in network marketing. I think that first month, that month of June, the first of May, I probably made maybe about $6,000, maybe $7,000 that month. So that's how I'm gonna make $20,000. Okay. My goal, I was gonna qualify for executive director and take a trip to China. Okay. And I had all these meetings set up, right? So had a meeting for Andrea Blackley, had a meeting at Holton's house with Johnny Smith. I don't think Johnny didn't show up to that meeting. Johnny actually stood me up for that meeting. All right. And had a home meeting at Beth Lee's home. We're still great friends today. LG Young did a meeting at the center. All right. Had a meeting at Ruby's, not Luby's, Ruby's, for Abner and Jennifer. All right. Then I had a meeting in Spring, Texas, which is Spar, Texas, for Nikki Price. Okay. All right. I had a home meeting for Sean. Sean is no longer in my business anymore. Beth Lee is no longer in my business anymore. Had a meeting for Juanita Duncan. All right. Then I did the meeting at the center. All right. Had some guests coming. None of them actually showed up to that meeting. Okay. All right. So I had some follow-ups to do. All right. I was working with Claudette. She's not in my business anymore. Who else? Daryl Staggers. Daryl Staggers is still in my business. Daryl was actually under Beth Lee. All right. Daryl was actually under Beth Lee. So I'm gonna go over with you what I'm talking about here so you can see. But this was 11 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. And so when you understand how to really utilize these 5 senses in order to create the desire, to get the desire in your heart, and you do it over and over and over and over again, great things are gonna happen. Now, here's what you want to do with your calendar. If you don't have a calendar, all right, if you don't have a calendar, I'm sure Justin talked about this, but in the next 90 days, Justin, you talk about that? I sent you a text on it.
Oh no, I just looked at my phone right now.
Okay, all right. So me and Jai, I sent them a message about this, but in the next 90 days, this particular organization here, the goal is 10,000 customers. Okay, so I want you guys to write that down. 10,000 customers in the next 90 days. Okay, 10,000 customers in the next 90 days. That's the desire. That's the goal. All right, for the entire organization. Justin Owens, that's the goal for your organization. I believe you guys can get that done. 10,000 customers. That breaks down to 1,000 of you over the next 90 days, right, deciding that you're going to put 10 customers in your business. If you're committing to that, I'm going to say it again. The goal is 10,000 new customers enrolled into this particular organization here. That is 1,000 of you. You got over 2,000 people on this call. That's 1,000 of you committing to saying, I am going to put 10 brand new customers into my business in the next 90 days. How many are committing to that right now? Before I go over this calendar, before I give you the play, all right, I want you to type a 777 in the chat. If you are one of the 1,000 that says, hey, I'm going to put 10 brand new customers into my business, I want you to type a 777 in the chat. And what I want you to do is I want you to write it down. I want you to write it down. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have personally enrolled 10 brand new customers. Just write it down. Please write it down. I'm going to come back to the importance of you writing it down, because see, a lot of you think it's the people that are going to get the vision. You think it's the people that you have right now, the people that are in your lives right now are the ones that are going to help this vision actually come to pass. And maybe some of them are, but I promise you this, you don't need those people for the vision to come to pass. What you need to do is you need to write it down. Okay? You need to write it down. So I want you to draw this calendar with me. If you don't have a calendar, I'm going to draw it. I'm going to do for you what was done for me 11 years ago. Okay? 11 years ago. Okay? You follow me on this? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. All right. All right. Now, first thing you want to do, at the top of your calendar, I want you to write down what your goal is. I want you to write down 3 things. I want you to write down what your organization's goal is. I want you to write down what your personal goal is, and I want you to write down what your income goal is. So I'll give you an example. Let's say for your organization, you want to have 100 customers come into your business in 1 month, okay? Or let's say for your organization, it's 500 customers. So I want you to put at the top, 500 customers came into my business this month, okay? Or 100 customers came into my business this month at the very top of your calendar. And then I want you to put that you are going to sponsor 10 customers, okay? Your goal is to sponsor 10 customers, okay? All right, and then I want you to put your income goal. What is your rent going to be by the end of the month? I want you to put that at the very top of your calendar. I want you to put it there so you can actually see it every single time you pick up your calendar. All right, remember, we're taking that desire, all right, and we're putting it in front of us. We're visualizing it, we're seeing it every single day. All right, so we got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Next thing I want you to do with the calendar, I want you to go ahead and schedule, go ahead and remove from your calendar, go ahead and schedule your spiritual time and your family time. Because I want you to get that out the way first. Before you schedule your business, go ahead and schedule the spiritual time that you're gonna have. All right, so I'll just do this. Let's say Wednesday is your let's just say that's your Bible study night, okay? And whatever your religious background is, you put that in there, okay? So let's say that's your Bible study. Let's say you're married or you're in a relationship, whatever, right? You have kids. Go ahead and put let's say date night, okay? Go ahead and put date night or family night, okay, on let's say Friday, okay? All right. So now you got that schedule. All right. Now, your goal is to find, all right, now we also have, this is pre-COVID, we have weekly meetings, okay? So you have a weekly meeting either on Tuesday or you have a weekly meeting on Thursday, okay? All right, but obviously now it's all through Zoom, all right? Go ahead and put your team's mentorship call. So Justin, you have a mentorship call on Sundays, right? At what time?
9 o'clock Eastern.
Okay, 9 o'clock. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the calendar. I've got the Millionaire Mentorship Call on Sundays, 9 p.m. So I've got that in my calendar as well. So now I'm looking for 4 days. All right. My goal is to find 4 days out of the week. By the way, this is part-time. This is not full-time. This is part-time. All right. I'm looking for 4 days out of the week where I'm committing that I'm going to show the plan. All right, so let's go with Monday, and let's say Thursday, that's your weekly meeting night, or let's say Tuesday is your weekly meeting night. So I know where to find you, right? When we open back up and got weekly meetings, I know where to find you, okay, on that. But you know what, right now, you can have maybe a team Zoom call, team Zoom meeting that happens on that day, all right? But this is another day where Thursday you're committing. So we've got 1, we've got 2, all right? And then let's say Saturday, you're gonna commit that you're gonna do 2 presentations on Saturday, okay? Now, guys, this is slow. This is like, this is part-time, all right? This is part-time, all right? If you're really serious, you're gonna be showing the plan every day. You're gonna be showing the plan at least 2 to 3 times per day. If you're really serious about it, but I'm gonna give you the part-time. This is part-time, all right? So I'm gonna do the same thing. So a Millionaire Mentorship Call, 9 p.m. You can even use Sunday as another day to do a call. That's what I used to do. I would do a meeting at 6 p.m. before the Millionaire Mentorship Call at 9. So this would be number 5. This would be the 5th presentation that I would be doing for the week, okay? So I put that there. Got weekly meeting or Zoom meeting, right? I've got my Bible study day, right? This is a weekly meeting here, but guess what? That's my second day of doing a meeting, all right? You got DN, date night, and then Saturday, I'm doing 3 and 4, and then Sunday, I'm doing number 5, all right? And all I want you to do is just repeat this process. What I'm writing out, just repeat it. Guys, I did this for years, okay? So 6 p.m., 5, right here, weekly meeting, study, meeting. It's my second meeting I'm going to be doing right there. Date 9, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Now, with technology, with social media, okay, there's an opportunity here for you to actually explode your business because you have more opportunities to share the business with many people, right? You don't have to necessarily go into people's homes. You can go live, right? You can post, you can actually direct message people. So with prospecting, which is one of the skills that you want to actually develop, you don't have to go out in the streets now and actually meet people. You can do it right from the comfort of your home. All right, and that's why you see an explosion in the industry of networking right now. Is because more people are finding out about opportunities. All right, more people are finding out about IM, right? Because they're utilizing the platform of social media, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Snapchat, whatever, Twitter, whatever it is that they're using. All right, but the bottom line is I'm talking about you developing your skill. All right, I went through the process of developing my skill doing the presentation over and over and over again, okay? So this is now, okay? This is July 2009, okay? This is what my calendar actually looked like. I didn't hit the goal of 20,000, so I put it up there again, $20,000 this month. That's what we're gonna do, okay? Did a meeting out there in San Angelo, Texas, okay? Let's see here. That was a 7-hour drive, all right? And nobody got involved in the business that day, okay? San Angelo. Actually, I was there for 2 days. The first meeting I did on Friday, one person actually got involved in the business, okay? I'm gonna show you guys something because this is August of 2009. This is the month we actually went to China, which turned out to be a survivor trip, pretty much. I thought it was gonna be all fun and games. We almost died out there. All right. So now September, back to work. Okay. Went out to Detroit. Andrea had sponsored one of her best friends, Ada. So we went out there, did that meeting. Okay. They had a convention in Jamaica, so we were there for that. Okay. All right. I think at this point here, I was also building with Martin White. Martin is not in my business anymore. Okay. This is 2009, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So boom. Now I still hadn't hit my goal of 20,000. So this is October. As a matter of fact, October was the month that I actually did it. So I set the goal in May or June. Okay. It didn't happen until October. Okay. But I wrote the vision down. Okay. And then boom, I said, okay, November, I'm going for 30,000. Okay. So it's November 2000, 2009. Okay. As you can see, the calendar is jam-packed. Okay. Jam-packed. I was at every weekly meeting. I was at every Saturday training. Okay. This is unbelievable. All right. Look, I even drew out my legs of, you know, how much volume they were going to do. So I wrote this down 11/12/2009. All right. So Andrea was to do 65,000 in volume. Martin White was supposed to do 50,000 in volume. Stacey Ayers was supposed to do 25,000 in volume. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, none of these people are really in my business today. Okay. I believe Andrea is now, she's now back. I believe she's a P2 in the company. All right. But this is 11 years ago. Okay. 11 years ago. All right. All right. So we move on. All right. And we do it again. 2010. Okay. 2010. This is January 2010. All right. Writing it down. So now my goal is $40,000 in a month. Okay. I was going to hit international marketing consultant. So I will become, all right, an international marketing consultant with 2 EMCs. I forgot what that title is. $240,000 in volume this month. I will have 300 people at the convention. Okay. So I wrote it down at the very top of the calendar, and then I started planning out where I was gonna do those meetings. Okay, all right, and I actually hit the goal in January. Then I set another goal. I'm gonna make $50,000 a month. Okay, so this is 10 years ago where I'm writing this stuff down. Okay, I'm writing this stuff down, and month after month, this is the work that we're putting in. Okay, this is the work that we're putting in every single month. Okay, all right, this is March. Okay, March this month, Edward Hartley actually joined my business this month. Bass Grant, Edward Hartley's not with us anymore, but Bass Grant, he got involved in the business that month as well. Okay, and then boom. So now I set a bigger goal. I said, okay, we're going to go from $70,000 a month. So I'm writing it down. So we're going to do $500,000 in volume. I'm writing all this stuff down, putting it down on paper, right? Now it says, write the vision, make it plain, so who sees it will run. So every time I'm writing it down, I'm seeing where it is that I'm going, and I'm running. I'm doing the activity that's necessary to make it happen, all right? Now, let me tell you what this calendar is. Write this down. A calendar is the roadmap. In order for you to get somewhere, you're going to need a roadmap. For me to be able to show you how I got here, I'm now showing you the roadmap of how it happened. Okay, $70,000 in income, $600,000 in volume. We're going to hit Blue Diamond. All right, Blue Diamond was like the equivalent of, I guess you'd say Chairman 50 to Chairman 100. Okay, so I wrote, so Blue Diamond is done. Blue Diamond is done. I wrote it over and over and over again. All right, it didn't happen this month. Okay, didn't happen this month. Okay, and when it didn't happen, I did what a lot of you probably do. I skipped the goal. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna go Black Diamond. All right, and Black Diamond didn't happen either. All right, listen, these people that I'm talking about right here, none of these people are in my business today. Actually, no, only Bass. Only Bass is one of my chairman leaders today. Okay. All right. Boom. July. I said, okay. I didn't write down Blue Diamond. Actually, what I did, I wrote down Blue and Black Diamond. Blue and Black Diamond this month. And I said $100,000 in income. See that? I said $100,000 in income. I'm gonna do $100,000. I'm gonna do $1 million in volume. Right? I'm gonna do $1 million in volume. And I used to put the amount of volume that was created from each meeting. Right? And you got zero volume. Right? You got $1,000 in volume. You got zero volume. $875 in volume. $600 in volume. So I was fanatical about tracking my business. Whatever you track will grow. Write that down. Whatever you track will grow. It finally happened in August. August, I hit Blue Diamond that particular month. Okay. All right. Go. All right. So now I'm saying, okay, we're gonna earn $100,000 of income. Okay. Black Diamond, we're gonna do $1 million in volume. Now let me jump ahead. So this is 2010, right? I did the same thing again in 2011. Okay. Did the same thing again in 2011. So this is January 2011. I said we're going to go Black Diamond. Black Diamond is done. $1 million in volume. Black Diamond, that's definitely like a chairman 100. All right. Wrote it again. Black Diamond is mine now. I will be a Black Diamond. NOG by March 31st, 2011. I'm writing this down every single time. Black Diamond, $1.5 million in volume, $100,000 in income. It actually happened in April. Okay, but look at my calendar, right? Look at my calendar; it's filled up, right? I'm doing the work. I'm seeing where it is that I'm going, but I'm also going out there and I'm doing the work that's necessary to make it happen, right? And then I jumped and I said, Crown Ambassador. So I skipped Crown. I said, I'm going Crown Ambassador. All right, don't do that. Don't skip the goal. Go for the next goal. I think I remember why I did that because Jose had hit Crown. So I said, okay, I'm going to go for Crown Ambassador. Okay, that's back then. That's when I didn't understand not competing. All right. So now look. So May, I said I'm going Crown Ambassador, $500,000 income, and that didn't happen. The next month I came back down to earth and I said, okay, Crown Diamond. I'm going to go for Crown Diamond. $2.5 million volume. I'm gonna make $200,000 a month. I'm writing it down. The vision cannot lie. Write that down. Write that down. The vision cannot lie. Though it may tarry, wait on it. It can't lie. Okay. $2.5 million a month. So this is 2011, right? Let me jump ahead. Let me show you guys something here, right? So this is August, all right? This is August of 2000. So this is the OG. Now look at that. Look, I put that in there, all right? I did earn over $1 million per month in Organic Gold. That was a goal that I wrote down. Write the vision, make it plain so who sees it will run. Though it may tarry, wait on it, because it will not tarry. The vision is from the appointed time. It can't lie. It can't lie. The people may change. The people definitely did change. Bass is the only one, right? Edward Hartley, not in my business today. Damon Coleman, not in my business today. Taria Vaught, not in my business today. Michelle, not in my business today. Damon Crump, not in my business today. Marcus Murray. These were my top leaders. These are my 6 and 7 figure earners. None of them in the business today. Jason and Winetta Gill, not in my business. Silas King, not in my business. Okay? Ada, Monique, not in my business. Spencer Iverson, not in my business. Martin White, not in my business. Okay, Al Chenier, Dominique, Stacey Ayers, DeBoer, Clyde. Oh, Clyde Johnson, Clyde and Felicia Johnson. They're in my business today. So out of all these leaders where I wrote the goal, I was going to be doing $5 million a month in sales, that I was going to be a Crown Ambassador, I was going to make $500,000 a month. 2 of them are still with me today. 2 of them, all right? I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still writing it down. I'm still seeing it every single day. Listen, I have promotions. Look, I had promotions back then. Ruby to Vegas. Guess this is me paying for it now. Organic Gold International Convention ticket, flight for 2 people. 2 gold tickets. Them gold tickets were pricey. It was like $400 for the event, okay? All right, 2 nights at a hotel stay, 2 days of breakfast and dinner with multi-millionaire David. How do you qualify? You got to become a Ruby. What's Ruby? Ruby was Platinum 5,000. Okay? And you have to do it, right? Be a Ruby consultant in the months of June, July, and August 2013. This is 2013 when I created this promotion here. 7 years ago. Okay? 7 years ago. The reason why I'm telling you to put this stuff down in your calendar is really for you to see where it is that you're going. It may not happen that day. It may not happen that month. It may not happen that month. But when you writing it down and you seeing it over and over again, and you going out there and doing the work and showing the plan and people not getting involved. And now it's not even you going to people's homes. It's not even about you going to people's homes. You know, a lot of people do meetups at home with your team and y'all making phone calls and doing Zoom calls. I'm talking about back then. I'm talking about you going from home to home to home to home to home. Walking in where it's strangers, where you have to stand in a living room with a TV, and I had the cable where I would bring my laptop and I would have the cable that would connect my cable to their TV so my PowerPoint would show up on their TV, and I would click in the home over and over and over. How many homes did I do that in? I would get there. The meeting would be set for 7. I knew the meeting wasn't going to start until 7:30. I would have an opportunity call, not a Zoom, because we didn't use Zoom back then. I don't think Zoom was around. Opportunity call. I would get there at 7. Okay, give the laptop to the host. Okay, set it up. Okay, and I would come back to the car. I would do an opportunity call and then go in 7:30 because all the guests are there. Never get there, right, before all the guests, right? You should be the one welcoming. If you're the speaker, okay, you want to get there after the guests. Go in there, do the presentation. I'll be done 9 o'clock. Okay, this is for years. This is all the process of developing a skill. I had my desire in front of me. This is where I'm going. This is where I'm going. Listen, I wrote this down, $1 million. I had no idea, 0 idea how it was going to happen. I had this sign in my closet. I had the sign for right now. I've got it right there. $1 million a day. I had no idea how it's going to happen. But guess what? I wrote down $20,000 a month, and it happened. I wrote down 30. I wrote down 50. I wrote down 70. I wrote down 100. I wrote down 200. I wrote down $500,000. I wrote down $1 million. I even wrote down $2 million. Okay? With everything we got going on right now, in the month of July, I had my biggest month ever, $1.9 million in a month. How did that happen, Dave? The compensation plan doesn't pay up to that much. Doesn't matter. I wrote it down. Write the vision. Make it plain. So who sees it will run. What are you writing down every single day? What are you seeing every single day? What are you hearing every single day? Are you seeing, oh, my business is going backwards? Is that what you're speaking about your business? Okay? Trees don't grow to the sky. Things are not just going to be growth, 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 growth. After, right, it says what? After expansion comes recession. But, give you the Jim Rome voice, but after recession comes expansion. Right? If you're just happy when things are growing and you don't know how to handle when things are not looking so good in the natural, but I have my words, I have my ability to speak life, I've got my ability to create, that's my superpower, and I create my desire, what it is that I want. No matter if my numbers go back, my numbers go up, I'm still speaking where it is that I'm going. I'm still seeing where it is that I'm going, and guess what? I look up a year from now, or 7 years from now, and I can look back and say, wow, look at that. I wrote that we're going to do $3 million in volume. See, look at that. I wrote $3 million in volume. It's going to make $300,000. Our organization now today does over $20 million in volume. Does over $20 million in volume. But I wrote this down. This is June. I wrote this down June 2012. Yeah, June 2012, 8 years ago. See, I had to grow. I had to grow into become that person. So you're worried about when you write it down. It's like, Dave, it's not happening right now. I said, though it may tarry, wait on it, it will not tarry. Sounds like an oxymoron, right? Though it may tarry, right? Though it may take some time, wait on it, it won't take no time. Right? The vision can't lie. It's been appointed time. Right? Wrote that down. So we make $400,000 a month. Go Crown Ambassador. Crown Ambassador was $5 million in volume. Okay, did this for years, ladies and gentlemen. What are you writing down? Right? That's what this calendar is all about. All right. So the next 90 days. Okay, the next 90 days. Here's what the goal is. All right. The goal is for you to actually personally enroll 10 customers into the business. 10 customers. Next 90 days. We've got a goal here at this organization. We're going to put 10,000 customers. That means 1,000 of you are going to commit to what? 10 customers? That's going to give us 10,000 customers. Justin, do you believe that this group can do that?
Absolutely. No question.
Okay? Without a shadow of a doubt, right?
Absolutely.
Now, here's what's so funny, Jess. You write it down. You write this down. Here's what I tell you. Whether it happens in the next 90 days or not, you're going to look back one day and you're going to see that your organization has done over 10,000 customers every 90 days. I promise you. I guarantee it just because you wrote it down.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You're going to go do the work. That's not, see, this stuff doesn't, faith without works is dead. So please don't say, I'm just going to write it down and I'm going to sit my butt at home and all the people are going to join my business. That's not how it works. You write it down, you speak it, right? And then you go and do the work. What's the work? The work is simple. It's Zoom. It's Z-O-O-M, Zoom presentations. Can you do 2 a day? Yes. Can you do 3 a day? Yes. What's a Zoom presentation? 20 minutes, 25 minutes, max. Okay. Simple, right? So you can get better, right, at doing these presentations. You can get better as a leader. You can get more consistent. Right? So, okay, I'm going to go live once a day. I'm going to post 3, 4, 5 times a day. I'm going to expose my businesses. Many people, I don't care if they get involved or not. What does that matter? What does that matter? It's the numbers game. If I play the numbers, right? Look at this. So you're one of the 1,000 that say, I'm going to actually sponsor 10 customers. So here's what you're going to do. Over the next 90 days, what I want you to do is expose 100 people to the opportunity. Expose 100 people to the opportunity. So let's look at this. Over a 90-day period of time, okay, grab my calculator here. All right, 100, right, divided by 90 days. Okay, so that's you exposing the business to 1.1 person per day. You would have exposed 100 people to the opportunity. If you go 1 out of 10, okay? If you go 1 out of 10, you got your 10 customers, okay? But listen, leadership. What if you really promoted for this call and you got 20 people on this call? Let's say you just got 20 people on your team on this call and they decide, hey, we're going to do this too, right? And they go sponsor 10 customers as well. What's 20 times 10? Is that 200 customers? Right? 20 times 10 is what? 200 customers, right? 200 customers coming to your business. Okay? Plus the customers that you have right now. Maybe you finish off this year at P5. What if you have 100 people on this call right now? Right? And they go get 10 customers in the next 90 days. Now you got 1,000. Now you got 1,000 customers that came into your business. So what? You finish off the year at Chairman 25 minimum, well over Chairman 25, possibly. Okay. What if you had 300 people on this call? Right. That's why you promote. These calls, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not paying attention, these calls are the big events. The 3 skills that you have to master is prospecting, presenting, and promoting for events. These calls are the big events. Why? Because we can't get necessarily into a hotel right now to do a major event. So when calls like this are set up, treat it like a major event and promote. Get 10 people, 30 people, 50 people, 100 people, 500 people on the call so they can get the same information at the same time that you're getting it. So now they can move in unison to where it is that you want to go. Okay. Over 2,000 people on this call right now. Everybody can get 10 customers. If you follow that blueprint of exposing 100 people, 1 person a day, 1.1 person per day over the next 90 days, we can go 1 out of 10. Zoom presentations are happening every single day. You should be doing Zoom presentations every day. You can sponsor 10 customers. Even if you're terrible, you can sponsor 10 customers. All right, out of 100 people that you expose to the opportunity. So let's go and get 90 no's. Are you going to go out there and get 90 no's out of 100? That's the challenge I have. That should be 90-day challenge. Should be 90 no challenge. The 90 no's challenge. All right. How can you go out and get 90 no's out of 100 people? Okay. I promise you, you're going to get paid for those 90 no's. I get every no that I've ever received in my career. I've gotten paid for it. I've gotten paid millions of dollars for all the no's that I've gotten. Why? Because I didn't quit. I didn't allow someone else's no to be the reason why I didn't create the life that I want to create. So it's fantastic that people say no. It makes it better when people say no. I don't want everybody to say yes. I need you to say no so I can come back to you later on so you can see that your no did not really matter. It happens to me all the time right here in Houston, Texas. Okay? I'll never forget. It was a guy. We were at Starbucks. I was with Al and I can't remember who else I was with. And a guy that I used to prospect a long time ago. Maybe when I was in the travel business. Maybe it was pre-paid legal. I don't know. And he was like, I saw him walk by. I said, hey, man, how you doing? How you been? I said, man, I remember I used to try to recruit you all the time. He was like, yeah, man, I wasn't that desperate to do that thing. I said, oh, okay, cool. And he kept walking. A couple days later, I'm pulling off at the Galleria, and he sees me in one of my cars, and he literally did a triple take. Couldn't believe it. He said no. He said no. I get messages like that all the time. Oh, Dave, so proud of you. These people that I prospect. I remember Sterling, right? Sterling, Spearman, the guy that worked at Granger that I prospected right there. I remember those people. I remember those people that told me no. The ones that I really wanted to recruit, that I thought could really do well, I remember them. And I've gotten paid millions of dollars for those no's. Get your calendar. We did this call tonight. So you got 3 days to get your calendar by October the 1st and start charting, right? Start putting it down on paper. If you're traveling, put it down on paper. You're doing Zooms, put it down on paper. But at the top, write down your goal. Where is it you're going? Write the vision. Make it plain so who sees it. Create the signs. Get the pictures. This stuff, it works. Period. End of story. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt in my mind. But I'm not concerned with the time that it's going to take for it to get done. I don't care about the time. I really don't. None of my watches tell the correct time. None of them tell the correct time. I didn't buy the watch because of time. Okay. All right. I wasn't able to buy this watch because I wanted it to tell time. I was able to buy this watch because of me writing down the vision of where it is that I wanted to go, the life that I wanted to create that allowed me to go buy $85,000 watch. that doesn't work. Unless I wear it and wind it up and all that stuff. And most times I don't even do all that. So like right now it's 10 to 4. Maybe it's 10 to 4 somewhere in the world. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're worried so much about the time. Don't worry about that. Write it down. Go and do the work. And over the process of time, that space that you need to grow as a leader, as a person, you will get there. You will get to your destination. What you're asking for is not a lot. What you're asking for is not a lot. I'm on the 23rd floor right now, and I could look out and I could see a lot. I could see, I mean, there's a whole skyline that I could see. These two eyes, based on the point of view of what I'm looking at, I can see everything. But if I went down on the first floor, if my way of thinking was down on the first floor, if my viewpoint was down on the first floor, the same eyes would not be able to see everything that I could see right now. Why? Because my point of view is completely different. I want you to change your point of view of how you're looking at yourself, how you're looking at your business. And do you know how you do that? Put in front of you where it is that you want to go. See where it is that you want to go more than what you're seeing where you are. You're paying attention to the back office more than you're paying attention to your calendar. You're paying attention to where your business is currently right now versus where it is that you desire your business to go. Okay. You got to change that, right? You got to change that because whatever it is you're seeing, guess what? It's creating a feeling. Whatever it is that you're hearing is creating a feeling. And when it gets into your heart, it has no choice but to come into your life. Okay? So every single presentation that you do, the goal right now, 10,000 customers within this group, 1,000 of you sponsoring 10 customers. I believe that this group can absolutely get that done. We've got something special we're going to be announcing on October the 1st. Myself and some of the other top leaders are going to get on a call. So you guys want to stay tuned for that. It is going to be incredible. The next 90 days, we're going to put 10,000 customers, okay, in this organization. Just this organization, 10,000 customers in the next 90 days. Because I know there's 1,000 of you out there that will definitely expose 100 people to the opportunity, and you'll go 1 out of 10, and you'll have your 10 customers. All right, Justin, I'll turn this thing back over to you. I know you got a major announcement that you want to share, but thanks for allowing me to go down memory lane. I always love looking at this stuff because it shows me, once again, that it works. And I'm not the only one that's done this. I mean, there's other people that have done this, and they're living the lives that they actually want to live, and it's all over the world. It's in different arenas where people can go back and show you the plans that they put down on paper, and they're looking back 5 years later, 10 years later, and they can look back and say, wow, I wrote that down. Okay? So, Just, I'll pass it back over to you, buddy.
Man, bro, that was probably more powerful than the first time that I saw it. If y'all got some value out of that, I want y'all to drop some fire in the chat, as London would say. So drop some fire in the chat for an incredible mentor and an example. I think that's what you're looking for in business, is just an example. You know, man, when I saw the stories, and I'm like, man, this stuff goes back years. It wasn't just a few days. It wasn't just a few months. And so sometimes you may be sitting in the business like, man, I've been here for 2 months. I've been here for 3 months. I've been here for, a year and a half. And I'm listening to a story like, man, wow, 9 years, man, 10 years. Wow, man, 12 years of doing this stuff. But he's got the workbook to show it. And so I think one of the exciting things, I told many of you guys to keep your calendar for 2020, because I said we were going to have some quarantine chairmen, right? And we got that done. And so many of y'all are going to be able to look back and say, man, listen, when everybody else was tripping about the stuff that was going on in the world, this is what I did in March. This is what I did in April. This is what I did in May. This is what I did in June. And you're going to be able to show people exactly what happened in your life. And I hope you get excited about not just that, but now the next 90 days, 10,000 customers, right? Exposing 100 customers over the next 90 days to get 10 customers in your business. Because of that, some of you all are going to be platinum 2,000. Some of you all are going to be platinum 5,000. Some chairman, some chairman 25, some 50, some 100, some 250, some even beyond that, ladies and gentlemen, because of the work that you put in today. But we said we had a special announcement. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready for the special announcement? Y'all ready for the special announcement? Y'all ready for the special announcement? Let's see what's happening here. What's up, family? How's everybody doing? Listen, I know you guys got a ton of value from the conference call today. And we said we want to do something special, you know, for the family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, I think about what we've been able to do as the Run the Play family, Run the Play Nation. So many incredible things, so many incredible leaders, so many rank ups, bro.
A lot.
So many chairmen.
I don't think they're ready.
I don't
think they're ready for what we got, but you know, what we talking about?
Yeah. Well, listen, we said it all starts with gratitude, and that's about being grateful for what you have, but it's also grateful for what's being put out there. We got some incredible promotions going on right now. I think we got a few slots left of the first 50 Platinum 1000s for the month, and then we got the yacht party that's coming up in November with the mastermind for Platinum 2000s and above.
Yeah. Yep.
And the first 50 Platinum 1000s get invited to that, so congratulations to you guys in advance. But we said, man, look, let's up it. So guys, I want y'all to get excited. We're doing something we've never done before. I want y'all to check it out.
Check it out.
Look at this.
I mean,
It's a car.
It's a car. It is a car. And that's what and everything starts with gratitude. You know what I'm saying? It's about being grateful for where you are. But listen, all right, here's what we said. One of the things we've noticed is, as a family, we always say, you know what come up is coming when you have some type of issue with your car. With your car. So we said, why don't we do something we've never done before? We've done some promotion, we've done all this kind of stuff. So we're about to do something special. We're gonna roll out the details on this right here. But we're about to give something away to a very special person in the organization. Y'all wanna show them what it look like?
I mean, let's show them.
I mean,
What did Will Smith do? I mean,
I don't think they know.
I don't.
We talking
It's
about.
not a company thing, though, right?
no, this is not the company. This is the leaders. We're doing something special, guys.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
You excited? So we're gonna drop the details of all the information, but I want y'all to understand, listen, every single one of you all are going to be able to participate in this promotion. We're talking about somebody in the organization, an active customer, or that's like actually using the products and services. All you gotta do is enroll at least one customer between now and the end of December, ladies and gentlemen, and you're gonna have your name in a slot to get your own car paid for by the Run the Play family.
Let's go!
That's dope. That's dope.
That's crazy.
Hope y'all ready. One person. One person. That's crazy.
Hey, I love it. That's all I'm saying right there.
Vince, you think they gonna run for this?
What? Of course they gonna run for that. They better. I'll run for that.
No chairmans allowed. No chairmans allowed.
Man, that ain't even right, man. That thing is on fire right there.
Get it no other way. When we run the play to 100K, I am. Focus on no, we don't relate. I split with the team, need a bigger play. And this is a marathon, not a race. If we run the play to 100K, I stack the blue faces inside the safe.
We told y'all 2020 was gonna be crazy. Hope y'all ready for 2021.
Sheesh.
Run the Play conference.
This different.
What's the
This is a marathon, not a race. Run it up, run it up, run it up. In there, you out. Stop contemplating. I'm glad that I kept my receipts. I paid the price. Now that's compensation.
Uh-oh. I just want to know. Look, I just need to know. I just need to know. Listen. I just need to know who excited right now. Listen, I'm gonna show y'all how simple it is. We said, you know how Mr. Emanite said, look, you go out there, you get 10 customers. Listen, guys, here's how it's gonna work. As long as you active, right, and you get at least one customer, your name go into the hat. Every time you enroll a customer, your name go into the hat. So I don't know who need to be speaking it right now. Like, I would write that down with it. Like, listen, I'm so happy and grateful now. That Camaro was mine. I'm so happy and grateful now. Now, listen,
Now, Judge, hold on, Judge. Is it paid for, or is it gonna be a note? What about the note? Is there a note?
Like, look, you gonna get it. It's yours.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. And Judge, you don't know this. What I'll do, whoever wins it, as long as that person who wins it has put 10 customers in, I'll pay for the insurance for 1 year.
Ooh. Listen, y'all better run.
As long as they have enrolled 10. Because the goal is 1,000 leaders that enroll 10 customers, I would pay for the insurance on that card, not all your other cards now, just on that card for 1 full year. No insurance taken care of.
Listen, y'all, we had to do it. I'm gonna pull up the rules so y'all see it. This is what we was gonna give away first. We was gonna give this away first. We changed our mind. They said that wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna give this away first. They was like, nah, that ain't gonna do it. That ain't good. So we would have we switched it up. We would have had it. We did what we do. All right, so I want y'all to catch it. All right, you got 35,000 active customer. Every one new customer enrollment, you get entered into the drawing. Right, Audrey's gonna drop the flyer into the group with all the instructions, the website, all that kind of stuff. Once you promote the Platinum 600, we're going to drop 5 more entries into it. You promote the Platinum 1000, you're going to get 10 more entries into the drawing. You promote the P2000, that's 15 entries into the drawing. You promote the P5000, that's 20 entries into the drawing. And you promote the Chairman 10, that's 25 entries into the drawing. And listen, the drawing, here's how it's going to work. We're going to have a 10th through 4th place. You all going to get $500. Whoever's name is pulled out. So we're going to have 10th place, 9th, 4th, all that stuff to 4th, right? 3rd place, they're going to get $1,000. 2nd, $2,500. 1st, new car from the Run the Play family.
Judge, you probably should give it away at your conference.
Yeah, the Run the Play conference.
Mm-hmm.
Run the Play conference 2021.
That's strong, bro.
Listen,
I know they're going crazy in the chat right now.
Look, if I needed a car right now, I work with my belief so big right now. I'm writing it. It's at the top of my sheet. I'm saying it every day. I'm doing the work every day. I know it's done as I'm doing it. Y'all, I'm listening. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, the stuff that we're doing now over the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years is going to be absolutely incredible. And it's only going to get better. And it all comes from the work. So listen, we're not here to hype you up. What we're trying to show you is that, this work has changed our lives. And we're trying to be an example to show you what you can do in yours. So desire plus skill times faith equals Camaro. Good night, y'all. And insurance for a year, right? Good night, y'all. Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate everything you do. The chair,
yeah.
I know y'all are pumped up. I know they're excited about this as well. And we can't wait to see all of you all in Miami for the first Run to Play yacht party, November 14th and 15th in Miami, Florida. So, guys, get ready. We're run. And let's get these goals and dreams accomplished. All right? Good night.